Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live. Just like touching base with this community and getting everybody engaged with this movement, trying to bring more justice and fairness and equity into this system. We got a couple of we got a few songs that we're going to discuss today. Two songs. So that's what is on our agenda. Before we go too much further, I want to remind everybody that we have 2 free books for anybody that
PDF
subscribes to the podcast.
PDF books.
Well, they're digital books that are on the podcast. So all the new subscribers can get free copies of those digital books on the website. And so we're just touching base with everybody. How's everybody doing out there in the world? Just wanted to say hello. How are you doing today, Linda?
Good. Doing great.
Good. That's good. Yeah. So 2 songs that we're going to be discussing. I'll let Linda name them.
Captive Nation and AI.
Okay. Yeah. So Captive Nation is the truth of what's happening in this country. The government and the mass media doesn't want you to know about it. It's like one of those Orwellian secrets, right? So like it's happening before your very eyes, where masses of our people are being criminalized. You know, you can basically lie on social media right now and be incarcerated for a felony, federal felony, and be incarcerated. And so yeah, it's a definite urgent matter that we're discussing. But this is the thing: the mass media and the government doesn't want you to know about it. You know, they just want you to continue to watch Game of Thrones, get the next pair of Nike Air Maxes, and the next best pair of high heels, and not worry about how we are the largest slaveholders in human history today. And so, yeah, definitely got a lot to speak about today in regards to Captive Nation. That's a really good song. It's close to my heart. I want everybody to go out there and listen to it. And while they're on there, while they're checking the CD out, listening to the songs on the Defund DOC website, it's defunddoc.net. You can also get a free book. We got The Art of Living, or we got Defund DOC, Turn All Prisons into Treatment and Career Centers. So definitely go combat. Drop in and be a part of this movement. You don't need to be in politics. You don't have to be into all the policy and all that stuff. You just got to be present. And we reveal like what's really happening across the country in every episode in the podcast. So that's definitely something that's exciting, and it's awesome for you to be a part of. So yes, so how's everything else going in regards to that, Linda? You've been sharing the stories out there on social media in regards to the album coming out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people showing interest, and yeah, we need more people to be a part of it, man. The songs on there are really powerful. Really powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So in Captive Nation, I believe that there's 2 scenarios and how people just get ensnared in this system. Good people are in here. You know what I mean? The media wants you to think that everybody in prison is just animals, right? But in reality, they're just your fellow neighbors, your sons and daughters. Your own people. So definitely got a lot of room to make it known that we're we're your fellow citizens that are in here, and so we just need to get more and more people to be a part of the movement. But yeah, the last song is Artificial Intelligence. But before we do that, I really want anybody out there to ask some questions. I've been in prison 20 years, and
well, there's one person on. Stephanie says hi.
Okay. Hello, Stephanie. Yeah, we need some questions. We need some people to be a part of the discussion. This is the main thing is that we're getting these things out there, putting them on there, and making the outside world takes take take refuge in the fact that there are people that are fighting for justice.
Katrina's on. She's actually the one that has the Real Wives of DOC group. She's on and she says hi.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about your group. That's a awesome thing what you're doing, and we need more people like you guys out there, just continuing to show the humanity. Show the face of our people that can humanize those that are incarcerated, because the mass media and the politicians, they want us to be they just want to lock us up and shut us up. But when we got our wives out there that are in their faces and saying, no, these are human beings. These people deserve dignity, respect, and get your foot off their neck. It's a 21st century, and the 19th centuries want their slave policy back. It's time to get rid of slavery in this country. And so thank you for starting a group such as yours, and continue to make it known that there are people that have loved ones in here, and that's a big thing. We actually got a song on the album called Prison Wife that is dedicated to those that are stand by their men, and when you stand by somebody that's incarcerated, you really show the tenacity and the love that a prison wife can have, because a woman that's married to somebody on the street is obviously the love and everything is still there, right? But you're there present with them every single day, right? But when you're married to somebody that's incarcerated, it's like you go days without seeing your man, and that's a struggle. And man, you're separated from them, and it just it breaks my heart, And honestly, we should have a system like Norway where your men can come home almost on a daily basis. They go to work out in the communities every day, and it's about reacclimating people to society. And currently, the system we have now, it's a slave system, So definitely need more and more people out there to be a part of this movement, for sure.
Stephanie and Katrina both said that they liked the album. She's shared with her group as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie. This stuff is like our heartbeat, like our message, like we need. There's never been in the human history, there's never been an album dedicated solely to prison reform and to this movement. You know what I mean? And we are the first one to do it, and we need more people to embrace it. Like, the mainstream media ain't gonna embrace us. They don't know this that how cruel this system is, how corrupt it is. Every time you turn around, how many times you guys gonna get hit with a fee or a penalty or a cost? They're extracting money from you. Every time you turn around, our wives are having to pay for this or pay for that, and it's just ugly, and we all know why it's like that, because they got us as slaves. We're a commodity, we're just like in the Matrix. They taking our energy and they just sapping it. They taking all the energy from us, all our labor, right? And they monetizing it, and then on top of that, they're extracting as much money as they can from our friends, our families. You know what I mean? And so it's corrupt. And we need more and more people to be a part of this movement and just get out there and voice that. Because there's legislators that are starting to open their eyes to how unjust this is and the inequities. But we need more and more loved ones to get in their ear. We got that bill, the Public Safety Amendments Act, that we're trying to push out there. We're at the ground floor in this movement for defund DOC. It's not like we have a lot of influence or power. So we really need people out there that are watching this. Remember, we got 2 books that we're giving away free on there. These books are free on our website. You can go get it. on the podcast. Just subscribe to the podcast. You're getting free copies. So just being a part of this movement, getting a free copy of the book, and you can also go sample some music too. You know. So yeah, most definitely. Yeah, Linda, I think that today was one of those days that we had a
glitch.
Very big glitch with Securus. They gave us and our families opportunity to call into the prison, right directly to our tablet, and then it was like for only like an hour. What are they saying on your end, Linda?
It's a glitch. You weren't supposed to have that. People weren't supposed to have the ability to call you guys. There was some kind of glitch.
Yeah, see that. So we know they have the ability for our family and our friends to call us, and yet they're not allowing us to do it. You know, they want to keep us censored. You know. But yeah, so that was something that happened on our end today. That was kind of par to the course. But yeah, the last song on the album is Artificial Intelligence, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Artificial Intelligence is a song basically about what is happening with artificial intelligence. History repeats itself. Nothing new under the sun. So when industrialization occurred, masses of people was incarcerated. That was at the same time as the World Trade Agreements. They have data on this. This is actual proven data that as soon as all these World Trade Agreements were signed, as soon as industrialization started really unfolding across the Midwest and across the country, all of a sudden the rates of incarceration, and it also coincided with the war on drugs and all this stuff. Basically, they were like, hey, we need to find a way to, we got a lot of unworking people. We got a lot of people that are not working, and so we need to find new laws to incarcerate these people. I mean, they might not have said it like that, but that's what happened, and that's what mass incarceration exploded after the 1960s and 1970s and 1980s. Anyways, the artificial intelligence is currently predicted to replace up to 65% of all jobs. So think of this. History repeats itself. So what are they going to do with all these unworking people? You know what I mean? These people, these fellow Americans that don't have jobs, their children are struggling to eat a meal. They're already talking about how some children don't even get to eat food in the summertime because the only food they get to eat is at school lunches. You know what I mean? So we're already facing inequity in our system. Basically like 2% of the country owns like all the stock, all the, you know what I mean? Like there's most of the majority of Americans are struggling. They're trying to pay rent, they're trying to pay the electricity bill. And next thing you know, artificial intelligence is going to come and replace their jobs. And guess where those people are going to go when they can't, when they can't pay the rent, or their children? That's where they really get is the children of those that lose their jobs, because the children are uneducated. They're seeing everybody around them, and they're tempted to fall into gang culture. They're tempted to fall into drug culture. They're tempted to fall into all those cultures where you can make money and this and that. And next thing you know, your sons and your daughters are going to be incarcerated. And we've already predicted it. We did the data on this. DefundDLC.net has actually done the data on this, where in 50 years, 50% of the American population is going to be incarcerated, be a felony, be a felon, or be on probation. 50%. So that's crazy. Basically, every single person that you know, 1 out of every 2 is going to be a felon, or incarcerated, or on probation. We have to do something. You might not think it's affecting you today, but I promise you, and I give you my word on this, there is a secret agenda to incarcerate as many people as possible by the elite, by those in power. You know what I'm saying? Because why are they creating these laws? I mean, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not getting nothing out of this except for our labor and extracting money from our family and our friends. So definitely got to listen to that song.
I was talking to someone the other day, and I'm not sure if it was Stephanie or one of the other people that was on there, but they're from Texas, and they said that incarceration increases 30,000 inmates per year in just Texas. So it went from like a couple years ago being like 100,000 people to now 130,000.
It's, ladies, gentlemen, out there, people listening. If you catch this live later into the day or whatever down the time, I promise you, I give you my word, you're either going to be on the slaver side or you're going to be on the slave side. There's only going to be two sides of the coin here soon. You know, currently we're the biggest slaveholder in human history, but in 50 more years, there's going to be 1 in 2 is going to be a felon. You know, I mean, think about it. Right now, you're on social media, right? You can lie to somebody on social media right now, and if they believe your lie and they go rely on it or whatever, they could charge you a federal felony for electronic. They call it wire fraud, and they can say don't lie on a credit card statement because they're going to charge you for bank fraud. Look at these are just some of the crimes that are out there. They basically can create a felony out of anything, but we have to organize. We have to be together. So that's why we're giving away these books free for everybody to be a part of the podcast. Just subscribing, you're gonna get a free book. Also, check out the free samples of the album on there as well. Yeah, you're right, Linda. The media don't want the people out there to know, and neither does government. You know.
And speaking on Securus, this was a little bit ago, but Katrina said that she hasn't been able to message her father-in-law all day on Securus. But you and I have been having issues where I'll send you an email and you won't get it till way later, and this has been going on for about a month now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that's, that we gotta really stand up for. You know, if they actually did these reforms that we're trying to push, then we would be having smartphones in these prisons. We would be having laptops in these prisons. We'd be, we'd be having unrestricted access to our family. They got parental software out there that can basically download onto every single phone and know exactly what everybody's doing inside the prison. Why are you making us buy these exorbitant amount of money tablets that don't even work, and all these little headphones that don't work, all this crap? You know what I'm saying? We know what they're doing. You know, they're trying to keep us separated from our families, and they're trying to charge us as much money as they can to extract money from our family and our lives. You know?
Dewana says, I've got a big mouth, so I can be a voice.
Yeah, absolutely. We need some brand ambassadors. We need people that are part of this movement that can be amplifying their voice. So if you really want to be a part of the movement, and we need some brand ambassadors for Defund DOC, you know, we're giving away 2 free books for that. And once we become profitable, then we're going to use money to lobby to legislators to try to turn these prisons into treatment centers, into career centers. You know, the government should not be in the business of enslaving our people. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why anybody believes they have the right to enslave another human being. You know what I'm saying? Just because the mass media don't want to talk about it, just because the politicians don't want to talk about it, this is an evil system. And we need brand ambassadors out there that want to be a part of this. And yeah, definitely, most definitely, show that voice out there.
We've got a lot of people, and I believe Dewana was one of them, that shares the Defund DOC platform with friends and family, shares with everybody. I think a lot of our followers are that way as well. So
yeah,
we've got a lot of support backing us up.
Absolutely, thank you. You guys are more in my heart, you know, because there's so many millions of us, right, that are just voiceless, you know. We have no voice in here. If it wasn't for Linda helping us get this message out there, or you guys out there sharing these posts, you know, the mass media ain't gonna do it for us. We put out press releases all the time that don't even go nowhere because because they'll censor it, you know. And so, like, even with getting this album out there, they won't even allow us to get on to some of these platforms with our message, you know. So it's an uphill battle, and we need more and more people like you that are willing to, you know, speak truth to power, you know, because you're our hands and feet. So thank you so much. We love you guys out there, everybody out there, and continue to be a part of it, you know.
Clara said that she said same thing is happening to my husband. He is at Sierra Conservation Center in California. They changed his date today.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not even human beings in here. Like, we're just animals and cattle. Like, they can just give us deficient products. They can change our release dates. You know, like, when does the government answer to the people like they're supposed to? You know what I mean? This is supposed to be a government of the people. What people are you talking about? The elite? Because I definitely know that the working class ain't getting no justice up here. You know, everybody around me is all from the working class. There ain't no elites up in here. There's no millionaires up in here. You know, everybody in here is just from the working class, from the poor class. You know, yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that happening to you, to your people in California. I've heard there's a lot of good stuff happening right now in California prison system. They've been letting people out. I really hope that happens in Washington because, you know, I've been in prison 20 years and nobody even got hurt in my case. It's a drug deal, botched drug deal, and nobody got hurt, nobody got murdered, nothing. And yet the state is murdering me. Like, I haven't been, you know, I don't even know what it feels like to be free anymore, you know? So we need more people out there to fight.
All right, we're down to 1 minute left.
Yeah, we got 1 more minute. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really need you guys to help us, man. I'm not, you know, this is not no corporate offer or like, we're straight up like grassroots, like we're the same as you, and we really need you guys to help us get more people to subscribe to the podcast and to get these books, and also go check out this album, man. This album's fire. Go check it out.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
We love you guys. Have a good day.